This week's update made possible by Family Cafe and Grade Work Construction. How's my hair? I got it.
Beauty.
It's time for a haircut.
Yeah.
I need to. You're looking okay. Good.
Time for mine to grow back.
So what's going on? I have some good
Are we
news.
starting?
We are on.
We're on. Okay.
We're
I apologize.
live-ish, not
Apologize.
real. Okay.
You didn't say cut.
Okay. Sorry. Action.
Action.
Cut
Action,
later.
not cut. Yeah.
I've got some good things, and then you've got
Fantastic.
some things we got to really talk about.
Yep,
So
yep.
the one is I posted the cover for kiddos is the Facebook post I made, and it's about you built like a carport kind of a thing.
It's more like a livestock lean-to.
I don't care what you call it.
Not to categorize our kiddos as barn animals.
I didn't say that, but it has had more likes than any post we've ever done. It's at 462 likes as of an hour ago. It's just like going crazy, and they're all really, really fun and congratulatory to you, the administration, the school, and so that was
fantastic.
That's a pretty cool deal.
About 4.62 likes per foot.
Oh, that's how big it is.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's 100 feet long, and it's 12 feet wide, and it's like 8 or 9 feet at the front. It slopes down to 7. But the idea is that's where a lot of our elementary kiddos are picked up. And then in bad weather, they've had to go out and be in the weather as part of that. And the construction of this is particular to the way the kiddos then will just, there's colored squares underneath there.
Yeah, I noticed each different color. I guess that's
it means
class.
something. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what the color means, but I know it means something, and that's where the kiddos go. But we didn't want the bars that run along the ground on a normal building, so these were framed out, so there's no bar on the ground, so no
trip hazard.
Right. So they can get right off into the car. But
maybe somebody can put in the comments what the square colors mean. I don't.
I'm sure Cindy will be upset with me for not knowing that, since she has to stand out there a lot.
There will be a test.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You failed miserably.
Yeah, thank you.
The other thing is that the football scrimmage for this week is moving back and forth, and now it's fourth. It was scheduled for Thursday. It was for Friday, then it went to Thursday. Now it is back to Friday, but there are no fans allowed in the stadium. So,
plus it is at Christian Crossings now, or Crossing Christian, which it was first here. Mm-hmm. Then we had such a spike in cases in the communities in the county that we decided it would be best to move it up to Thursday and play it there. Mm-hmm. And something else happened that moved it back to Friday, but it still is there. And part of that's really worked out well for another upgrade we're doing at the football field, which is we've added a handicap accessible ramp on the west side.
That's going to be cool.
It's going to be,
you were telling me how that's going to work.
Yeah, I tell you, we have some real artists in town when it comes to building stuff, and this one happened just to be Jesse Bullis and his crew. They engineered it and put it in place. And
it's already up.
It's going up now, and that's what I panicked them a little bit when I said, "Oops, the game got moved up to Thursday and it's here." Well, they didn't think they'd have it done in time to have access, so now they were kind of glad that it was moved to Friday and away, so that it won't push them in a bind to get it finished.
Stay tuned all about Hennessey.com, and we'll have pictures.
Absolutely.
Probably tomorrow or something.
Do you think you'll do the GoPro and actually walk up
I could.
the landing so people would get a feel for it and then go up the steps?
For a tour, or I'm not going to do it in a wheelchair because I'll hurt myself, but I will. Yeah.
That'd be ironic.
All right. But no fans allowed to the game. We're trying to figure out how we can get you coverage of it. I'm not sure we're going to be able to. I don't know if Patrick will be able to go.
I hadn't heard that they weren't allowing fans.
If we're able to do a live stream, we'll try it. If not, we'll just have to not.
Maybe we could come on that next week and we could just talk about it.
That would work.
Yeah.
We'll have Paul Hicks come on and act it out for us.
Yes.
Okay, that would be good.
We'll look forward to that.
We'll hold you to it, Paul. All right, so I understand you've got some serious things we have to tend to.
Yeah, one for Todd Cameron, who is our district technology director.
I invited him on, but he weenied out.
It's been a busy place. It has. There was 3 vendors. working on the security system for the school, the doorbirds and stuff like that. Plus the heat and air guy was there, and then the lock guy was there. And so we had a busy day for Todd and for the administration as well. But Todd asked me to tell everybody that the PayPal link is on the website, so you can pay for the 6th through 12th grade can pay their technology fee of $20, which is due. So if you're 6th through 12th grade, we need your technology fee. And they do that 6 through 12 because they actually keep the books with them all the time. They carry them with them, and so
what's this
more
for?
They're Chromebooks.
Yeah.
And so there's a technology fee that goes along with that yearly. And then at the end of your senior year, you actually take your Chromebook with you.
Oh, so it's kind of like a payment plan.
Sort of.
Get a free computer.
Absolutely.
Can I sign up?
You cannot.
Okay, sorry.
You cannot. I hate that.
Okay.
But yes, then that's not a bad thing, and because nothing with Todd is a bad thing. You know, any day with Todd is a good day. But we had some other things that have come up this week that I felt like we needed to get out there, and I don't want to just be an all about Corona show, because I think that gets old. I think the media just wears us out with it.
It has been a tough week in Hennessey, though.
It has.
There's been a couple of other things. So
yeah, not school related.
No.
Town related,
Right.
Absolutely. And that's the way it's just going to be. We mirror each other quite a bit. As things will happen at the school, then they'll show up in other places in the community, and other things in the community have. We see them in school later at different times. So there are some new CDC rules that I wanted to talk to everyone about. As it stands right now, there's only 2 ways that you can be readmitted to school once you've been removed for a coronavirus incident. And so let's say you had symptoms, which can be symptoms for a whole lot of other things. Mm-hmm. Then if you show symptoms, a cough, the main ones are a headache, sore throat, a cough, congestion,
fever.
Aches and pain, and fever would be the number one. Did I not say fever first?
You didn't.
I was seeing if you were listening, and you were. You did well today.
I passed.
You did. Fever is the first one, and then all the rest. But those are symptoms of a lot of other illnesses. Mm-hmm. And so you would, if you did show those symptoms, you could go test, and if you had a negative test, then you could come back to school immediately.
No.
But if you had a positive test, you would have to be out for 10 days. Mm-hmm. And then the end of the 10 days, you could not have any symptoms still at that point, or no fever, and you can't have used Tylenol or anything like that. If you are going home for a contact, and they're using the terms direct contact or exposure interchangeably. They're not really the same in my mind, but they are when you talk to the county and state health department. And that is a 14-day quarantine.
Really?
And there is no test out. If you are in for close contact, that means you were within 6 feet for 15 minutes of a person that had a positive test. Mm-hmm. It's the only way you can have a close contact. Okay. And what we're doing at school is the grade schools spread out, the classroom desks are moved out, and the same in the high school. We're trying to, and then so important to wear your masks. They show that a great deal of probability is lessened if you're both wearing masks of having the close contact exchange. So one of the things I also ask is, in the past, it was just kind of a running joke that kiddos would be not feeling well, they'd get Tylenol'd up and sent to school, and it was inconvenient, but it wasn't really catastrophic. Well, that's just not the case anymore. If your kids aren't feeling well, they have symptoms, keep them home. Mm-hmm. Because what we're trading off is, if we don't take care of business up front, there is a good chance that if we have a large spike and things just continue to worsen, we could be right back with everybody being home.
That means school closed, kids at home.
Kids at home.
Yep.
Virtual teaching and learning, and all the lunches in the bags and all that stuff again. We do have plans in our return to learn plan that we had to submit to the state for doing our very best to keep the kids 5th grade and under in school and do a kind of a horizontal split. The 6th through 12th would go home. We don't want that to happen, though, because the best place for all of them is here at school. Mm-hmm. And so then, again, I've kind of written down here to please follow the return to learn plans and wear masks in all school facilities. The volleyball game last night, there was just very, very few masks worn, even though it says on the door, even though it says in the plan. And the plan is not just the school, the principals and myself sitting down and writing it up. It's a board-approved plan. So that is something we really need you guys to do. Please help us out. And I know it's inconvenient. I know it's not always the funnest thing to do to wear a mask. But we really, when you're in the school facilities, please wear the masks. I don't know how else to ask it or to say it. We really need your help in that, because it's going to cost us being able to have the event. Just like this. You've got here where Crossing Christians are not allowing fans.
Right.
And if it gets to the point, then again, heaven forbid we would ever have to do something like that. But it's a very serious thing. It's not just an inconvenience. It's something that we need you to do and to help us out. We want to continue to play. We're supposed to have a tournament this weekend. I'd really like to be able to have the tournament. It's a volleyball tournament. Really would like to be able to continue to play football and as we get into basketball and softball and all that other stuff, run cross country. But really have to follow those guidelines.
The Dome or the Eagle Event Center is enormous, and there's no reason you can't social distance properly in that place. I mean, you just got to do it and wear a mask if you're not social distance. I mean, I wore mine all last evening when I was there, and it's inconvenient, but we just have to do it.
Yeah, it is just one of those things. Again, I don't want to harp on it, but it's one thing we need to kind of get started doing as quick as we can. And there was some discussion about, well, we're not doing it for football. We're not doing it for softball. And again, if you go to the CDC website and the state health department website, it will tell you that outside is better, because there's a much larger volume of space for the droplets to disperse into. Plus, there's wind and stuff moving this droplets and moving stuff away.
Static air that holds the virus.
Right. Yeah. And so it is better, and that's why we want it to be as comfortable as possible. It's not like I've got some evil scheme to make people miserable sitting at a game. That's not it at all. It's just that if we can get away with not wearing masks outside, we won't wear masks. If we get further along and our cases are trending down and things look good, we'll change that in the return to learn, where masks don't have to be worn inside. But we got to get over the hump. We got to get school started. We got to get in a position that we can do that.
I really hate to see, common sense people. I'm afraid what it would come down to is that if you're going to go to a football game, you wear a mask or you don't get in. And I really hate to see it get to that. I really, just common sense.
And that's not the relationship we have with the community. It's not at all. We've been tremendously supported through this whole ordeal, and it's been extremely difficult on everyone, because I know it's taken effort on the parents' parts when their kids maybe just have a sniffly, runny nose, and they just know it's allergies. But and if you don't know we're in a strange time, just look at the fact that everyone around you is wearing a mask. If that doesn't tell you that this is just not a normal situation, I don't know what else to say. But again, I appreciate the effort. We just got to keep it up.
And what I am trying to do in conjunction with Patrick Courtney, what's his title? Is he the broadcast?
No, that's Patrick. I'm not sure what his title is.
We just call him Patrick.
We just call him the Patrick.
Patrick, the video guy at the school, does the live video feeds. And I've been working with him to help him make them more reliable and better and more frequent. In fact, last night he did a test on the whole volleyball game. He did the whole and it worked great.
Yeah.
So, and then any time that we can't get live video, that my team would be there with still pictures and do everything we can to show you what happened. Right. And then allaboutHennessey.com will broadcast any of those live, so you can just go to the website or to our Facebook page.
That's outstanding. And again, back to the effort that you've made and everybody in town has made to make this as painless as possible. But again, we just gotta follow those guidelines. And there are 4 people who can shut school down.
Okay.
It's myself, the school board, the state school superintendent, who's Joy Hoffmeister, or Governor Stitt, or whoever the governor is at that time. And so it's not necessarily within our control to decide whether we have school or we don't. But if we're doing everything we can, it makes it a whole lot easier for me to go fight the fight that there's no reason for us to shut down because we're running a safe school. We've been doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we've got all our ducks in a row and everything's in place. And so that gives us a much greater chance to be able to stay open.
Well, we're fortunate. By doing those things. Our school has been very, very fortunate compared to others, and not necessarily in Oklahoma, but I'm from the Upper East Coast, and they've delayed school for like a month trying to get their stuff lined up and whether they're even going to open or not.
Right.
And so we're very fortunate that we were able to open. Let's stay open.
Yeah, this is starting our third week, our second full week, and again, going really well. We just got to keep that momentum. I probably don't need to tell my shampoo story every show.
No. Go back and watch the first version, and we'll spare you. Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
I think that's it. Again, appreciate everything everyone's done. There was a discussion that the smaller kids couldn't wear masks all day and stuff like that, and they have come in. I mean, they've got Spider-Man working. They've got Elsa and Anna. And I think it's harder to get their masks off of them.
Fashion statement.
It's like Halloween every day.
Yes.
Because you get to wear your mask, and you can get a variety of masks. So.
I was talking to someone, and they're saying those kids, the little guys, or guys and gals, are just rocking it. They're put them on, and they leave them on. And
no problem whatsoever.
Cool.
So,
all right. Well, that's it for this week.
Everybody.
Stay tuned to allbahennessey.com and our Facebook feed for updates on pretty much everything, and we'll keep you in touch.
All right. Thank you, Jack.
Thanks,
appreciate
Mike.
what you do.
This week's update made possible by Family Cafe and Grade Work Construction.